guess. Or probably more, because that clock's probably fast.
I set that clock.
You did?
Yeah.
So it's correct.
I said it before the show. It may be a little fast, like within 20 seconds, but
Nicely played.
that's real. That's the real deal.
That's real.
That's real.
This is real.
Yeah, that's real.
There's no film. I'm live. Okay, this one, subject, Good Earth. Body of the text goes like this. There is only one Hispanic waitress that works there. You are the most enchanting, sexy, cool chick that I've ever seen. You always have a smile on your face that just lights up the whole place. I wish I was the one to put that smile there and have a few ideas of ways to make you smile even more. I'm sure you'll never see this, but if you do and are interested in learning more, email me with your name. Again, I don't think this is directed at me. I'm not going to email you.
Is it directed at me? I suppose it could be directed at Brian.
Which of us is the most Hispanic of the waitresses that works at Good Earth?
I don't know that that's any of us. I didn't even think that's Brian.
No, it doesn't really sound like any of us. That reminds me of something, though. This is at the bottom of the list, but I'm going to skip to it because, we're running a little low on time.
Yeah, we're way out of time.
This item on the list is called Arabian Jamal. And this is my cue.
What does it mean?
What it means is, today I experienced my first ever, I was the victim of racial prejudice. Someone assumed that I am Arabian Jamal, and they taunted me for my couscous-eating, turban-wearing ways.
Really? What did they see you before they said this?
No, this was on the interweb, and they clearly had not seen a picture of me, and were just going by the name. And I'd never had anybody.
What's wrong with couscous?
You know what? I misspoke. It was curry. Couscous is good too, but
curry's good too.
They called me a curry muncher. And
That's not so bad.
They told me I had a dirty turban. They said...
It's not so bad. Well, maybe the turban. Your turban's not very dirty.
It's not so good either.
No, I suppose not. You were the victim of racial prejudice.
I was totally the victim of racial prejudice. White Jamal got himself some prejudice againstness. What? I'm just saying, stop hating on me. Why does it have to be about the color of my skin or my racial background? What does it matter if I am a first-generation American coming directly from the heart of Turkey in the Middle East? So what if my parents are both still not so good with the language, English I mean? So what if they still wear the traditional Turkish garb, head wrappings, and the things that you are supposed to wear?
Yeah.
That's not my fault. And I've been bleaching my hair and protecting myself from the sun for 30 years now, trying to hide my true racial identity. But it's never enough. One whiff of that name.
That name will get you in trouble.
That name. I should have never kept my traditional Muslim name.
Jamal. What would you change it to? What would it be instead?
I'd say probably, David Blaine would be my first choice, I guess.
That's a pretty normal name.
People
wouldn't think you were weird at all.
No, I mean, David, that's a very normal biblical name.
That's also another Hebrew from that part of the world name.
Yeah, but nobody ever accuses anybody who's named David of being a curry-eating turban wearer.
No, that's true.
Nobody ever says that.
That's true. You got me there. Maybe your name should be David Blaine.
David Blaine.
Would you do street magic too?
I hadn't thought about that. Why do you ask?
don't know. You just seem like the sort who would do street magic.
I don't really know any magic tricks. I don't really do street magic. It's kind of against my religious upbringing, actually. Sort of considered blasphemy, because there is no magic. There are no miracles. There is only the Prophet Muhammad. That's as much a miracle as we need in our religion, in our belief system.
That's true.
Also on this list here, we have Jake's wet T-shirt contest.
Oh, yeah.
What's that about? I don't know what that's for.
Well, I'm wearing a wet T-shirt tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hoping that as I walk around downtown, people will give me ratings or...
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a contest, just you against yourself. It's
Yeah,
not...
well, I just want to see how well I do. It's more of this is going to be my first time tomorrow, so I just want to be able to have a baseline with which to compare my future results.
All right, so we'll call tomorrow's wet T-shirt contest a 10, and then anything after that, we'll judge accordingly.
Wait, we're saying that tomorrow's going to be the best wet T-shirt contest I'll ever have? Why do I even need to do it a second time if I already have achieved my best?
That's a good question, and one you will have to ponder next week on the Jubi Show during Jake's weekly wet T-shirt competition.
I'll definitely let you know how it went. But I don't know what else to say. If you think that tomorrow's going to be the best, why even do it tomorrow in the first place?
Do it tomorrow, and we'll talk about it next week. We can't agree clearly. There's no way to reach a conclusion about this in the next 4 minutes.
This doesn't make any sense. This is my wet T-shirt contest.
Don't let me down, Jake.
All right.
There's one letter left, and we need to get it out there as quickly as possible before this is over.
You have 4 minutes to read this letter.
Less than 4 minutes. This is to all the haters who can't take a compliment, part 2.
Oh, geez, same guy?
Same guy. And this one says, I don't understand why there are so many haters in the world. Why there are so many haters in the world. Why you can't give a pretty woman a compliment without being hated on. Could it be that no one has given you a compliment lately? Probably so. So I misspelled some words that doesn't make my compliment less guine.
Guine? Oh,
Guine?
Okay.
Guine?
That's an awful lot of vowels.
Isn't that?
Guine.
Guine. It's almost like Eugene or something.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is. It's an anagram.
An anagram
of
Eugene. So we're going to assume this one is by Eugene, who goes on to say, to all you haters, keep hattin'. I need as many hatters as I can get. Peas. Peas keep hatting him. Peas, you hatters, keep on hatting him.
He wants a lot of hatters. Does he want them to make? I mean, clearly he wants them to make hats, but are they for him? He needs his hatters to keep on hatting.
That's very jealous. I mean, that's not very jealous.
Pretty jealous.
It's very jealous of him.
It's really jealous of him to want that.
All he wants are all my keen, fine hats. Get your own hats, hatter. I'm not going to subject myself to any more... what's it called? The kind of poison that you get from hats.
What's that one where the Russians use it? Polonium-238.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
Mercury.
Mercury.
I don't need any more mercury poisoning. I've made enough mad hats.
Yeah.
You make your own mad hats. You crazy kid. You and your compliments. Why you can't give a pretty woman a compliment? I don't know, Eugene. Maybe it's because you're really bad at it. Maybe it's...
If he writes this way, I'd like to hear how he talks.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I hope he spells all those words phonetically based on how he pronounces them. Hello!
You know, Eugene, I'm not a collage student either. So I don't know that everybody who's out to get you is a collage student. I doubt it.
People make collages with computers now anyway, so it's kind of an outdated...
Doesn't mean anything.